Alright, you guys, right before we get into this video, man, I want you guys to do me a big favor, man. Make sure you go down to my description. I have all of my social media links in my description. Make sure you click those links and give me a follow on all my social medias. Also, if you don't want to click the link for some odd reason and you want to manually type them in, they will be at the very end of this video on the end screen. Also, once again, if you guys did not know, I have also created me a PayPal. So if you guys are interested in donating any type of funds, small, whatever the case may be, I'm gonna love you regardless whether you do or don't. PayPal link will be in the description as well. Make sure y'all check those out. What's pop, Rob Television? Welcome back to another reaction with your boy. As you can see by the title, man, yes, I'm back with another MJ Michael Jordan, aka Black Mr. Clean reaction video. Now, this is a prank pulled off by one of the cruelest men to ever play the game of basketball. But nah, this is a video that I just came up across on my timeline, and I seen that Mike was in there. I know how much you guys love Mike too. Shade thrown to some people who hate Mike. Irish girl, I'm talking to you. But I know how much you guys like Mike, so I decided, I was like, man, why not? I want to give you guys some good content. Also, I feel like this video was very entertaining, so I was very interested in seeing this video. But I ain't gonna talk y'all to death, man. Before we get into this video, do me a big favor, man. Smash that thumbs up button. Also, if you're new to the channel, man, make sure you subscribe. When you subscribe, click that post notification bell to be notified on all things Rob Television. Let's check it out.
MJ tapped it, Marbury got it, and the Minnesota Timberwolves are going to end the 0-4 against the Chicago Bulls. And it's New Year's Day early. These fans react as the streamers come down. They are going absolutely berserk. The NBA Finals, well, no, not quite. But the fact that they've never beaten the Bulls makes this like they've just won the NBA Finals.
Believe it or not, what you just saw was the ending to the Timberwolves' very first victory over the Chicago Bulls ever. This was the only time they managed to beat MJ when he was on the Bulls, so by all means, go ahead and celebrate. It's a pretty big deal getting your first ever win against the GOAT, but what if I told you that
That's why I say, bro, MJ is... He was that dude, man. He was that dude, bro. Like, the fact that they are celebrating a regular season win like it's a championship, bro. They got confetti coming down from the Raptors. Like, you got to think about the thought process that went into that game. They said, man, we're going to put the confetti up here, man. This the thing. If we win this game, we're going to celebrate like we done won the championships. Like, that is beyond me. A regular season win against, you say one player, basically. You basically saying the Bulls. You saying the Bulls, but it's directed towards one player, Michael Jordan. And you celebrating because you beat him one time.
that some outside
Different
interference played a part in making the job easier. When it came to Air Jordan, many of his opponents knew that there wasn't really much they can do to completely stop him. They definitely tried, but their efforts always seemed to fail, which forced them to get creative and come up with various different strategies to slow him down, resulting in some cruel game plans. Jordan has been a target of many so-called pranks throughout the years, like when somebody stole his jersey right before a game against Orlando in the year 1990, causing him to settle for a random number 12 jersey instead. And of course, let's not forget about the iconic flu/poisoned pizza game, which, if true, was a pathetic attempt to get him to not feel 100%. People would do anything possible to get him off his game. No, seriously, on December 30th, 1997, someone took things a little bit too far, which was...
Oh, so discredit what I said in the intro. I thought that Jordan was the one who pulled the prank. They was pulling the prank on Jordan. My bad, I'm sorry.
Was probably the reason
I'm human,
he was left out of the Last Dance documentary. The Minnesota Timberwolves first came into existence in 1989, and interestingly, they played the Bulls a total of 16 times between 1989 and the 1997 game that we're about to talk about. And their record against the Bulls to that point, 0-16. So going into this game, the T-Wolves were desperate to finally get a W versus Jordan. But that's easier said than done.
With Garnett on him. 6 on the shot clock. Michael goes by him off the glass, puts it in. MJ goes down to post up with Carr on him. Tony goes away. Michael spins and hits. Pulls down the rebound. Out to Michael, wide open for 3. Oh, he's been stretching from there.
Jordan had the hot hand early, and before you knew it, he actually broke a nice little record.
Shot clock at 6. Michael, top of the circle, jumper
and there it is. Double figures for Mike. 11 points, Tom.
He just passed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for the all-time consecutive double-figure points games. Here's what we're talking about. Michael Jordan, 788 consecutive games scoring 10 or more points, which is an NBA record.
Michael would put up 17 points in the first half, carrying the Bulls to a comfortable lead going into halftime. So you know he had to have been feeling pretty good, especially after breaking that minor record. But he had no idea what was in store for him in the locker room. When Michael arrived backstage, he was immediately hit with the news that his mother, Dolores, was in critical condition and that she had been rushed to the hospital. Jordan was understandably shocked by the news, but there wasn't really much he can do about it considering he was currently in Minnesota at the time. So his only option was to frantically make some phone calls to confirm what happened. And what he discovered was that his mom was actually okay and that it was a complete false alarm. He was absolutely relieved to hear that. But
Bro, I understand if we're getting in someone's head, but that ain't how you do that, boss. Like, you know the type of things that could be racing through someone's mind for you to say his mom or your mom is in critical condition. I know, like, that'll make me be like, man, what? You know, I'd be going insane if it. That's very, sick. It's a very sick prank, man. Whoever idea that was, man, you deserve to be.
But the question still remained, who made up the fake story that his mother was rushed to the hospital? Well, it turned out that it was a prank call. Apparently, according to reports, somebody called the Target Center posing as MJ's brother, Larry, and left the message in the first half, and the employees working there planned on informing Michael at halftime. But eventually, it was determined that his brother did not actually call, and that it was all just one big hoax. Once again, Jordan was certainly grateful that the claims regarding his mom were not true, but still, the damage was done. And this whole fiasco caused him to miss almost 4 minutes of second half action.
MJ
Hey.
just made his way.
Now, what did I tell y'all? I say this about Larry and Jordan all the time. You don't need to add no more fuel to. Act like this was a lighter. You don't need to add no more fuel to that fire. And by y'all pranking Jordan, saying his mother's in critical condition, and he missed, however much of the third quarter or however much of the game he missed, and he come back and he found out that was a hoax. Oh, somebody finna have to pay. Somebody's finna have to pay. Believe me, somebody's finna have to pay.
Now, while MJ was gone, his teammates managed to sustain the lead, and it was a good sight to see him finally return back to the game. But it was visibly clear that Michael was a little shaken up by the whole situation, which caused him to play poorly in the second half.
Jordan back in the game.
MJ with Carr on him. Fade away.
What was
jumper.
that?
Yikes.
With a rebound to the corner for MJ with Garnett on him. Michael fakes a couple times. Spins. Comes underneath. Had it blocked by Garnett. But the Bulls get the loose ball. Shot clock about to go off. MJ didn't get it off in time. Shot clock went off and it'll belong to the Timberwolves.
Remember, you can't really blame him. You wouldn't perform all that great either after a scare like that.
And, somebody says, well, he takes a lot of shots. But, John, you got to get your rhythm back when you've had that halftime break. It can take a couple shots to get going again. Pass deflected. Marbury comes up with it.
and here's the commentators giving an explanation to why Michael was late to the floor. But we all know that was just an attempt to cover up what really happened.
Eric Collins is standing by. Eric, can you help us solve the mystery?
Yeah, well, the Bulls training staff confirmed what we kind of thought. Michael was just getting a little bit more treatment on his back and kind of lost track of time.
Throughout the game, Jordan was struggling to get a bucket, and the Timberwolves took advantage.
Garnett with a rebound, gets it out to Marbury. He pushes it up the floor. Marbury comes down, puts it up, and got it, and he's fouled by Ron Harper.
You could tell Minnesota was determined to take down the champs. It was clear that after what Jordan went through at halftime, it was difficult to emotionally recover. He just couldn't get his head back in the game. And just like it was with the 73-win Golden State Warriors, beating these Chicago Bulls, even in the regular season, was a pretty big accomplishment. But I'm sure the T-Wolves were probably not happy once they found out that the reason they won had hardly anything to do with them. I guess you could say that their very first victory over Chicago came with sort of an asterisk. After the game, during a post-game interview, he was asked if he had talked to his mother, and understandably, Jordan wasn't in the mood for those type of questions, and just simply said, "That's none of your business," and then immediately cut the interview short. The caller was still unknown at the time, and the league, along with the Timberwolves organization, sparked an investigation of their own, working together to desperately find out who placed the bogus phone call. And criminal charges were waiting if the person were to ever be identified. When it comes to the most unusual Michael Jordan games, we got the flu game, the stolen jersey game, and now I think it's safe to say that the prank call game definitely belongs in that category. Alright guys, let me know down in the comments if you've ever heard of this story before. I was absolutely shocked when I found out about it, and I knew I just had to make this video to share with you guys. Hit that like button if you enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Bro, that's insane. That goes to show you the caliber of a player that Mike was. For them to even have to make a prank call about this man's mom being in critical condition in order for him to win a game, and then the fact that they celebrated like they won a championship after they beat one man. That is beyond me. But that is it for this video, man. If you did enjoy this video, man, do me a big favor, man. Smash that thumbs up button. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Click that post notification bell to be notified on all things Rob Television. Also, once again, like I'm going to start saying in each and every video until it's sticking your head, as well as like and subscribe. If you haven't already, for one, this is another disclaimer. I have 90% of people watching my videos that aren't subscribed. Bro, it literally takes 5 seconds, 6 seconds to subscribe, turn on my post notification bell. You watching the videos, you obviously enjoying them because you keep coming back, so why not subscribe, bro? Also, if you haven't already, make sure you go down to my links in my descriptions, follow my social medias. I'm trying to get my social medias probably, so man, make sure y'all go over there and give me a follow. And that is it for the video. I hope you guys did enjoy this, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm about to stay. Gang.